have been tasked right now with representing the artist, André Manzel Henderson, whose amazing works are here. We as a community are fortunate because the work was brought here by Maria Silva of Vibration PR, who birthed the idea, and through the generous contribution of the sponsors, UNOCA, VNO, Basha Foundation, Aruba Wine and Dine, and cultural funds. So it was really a labor of love. People saw the work. Many people met Mr. Henderson on his journey here, and the show, ironically, is also called The Journey. So let me tell you a little bit about it. We're here at Fort Zoutman, who has been incredibly generous to allow us to use the space to bring this work to the community. Currently, it's running through the 12th of June. We're hoping it will be extended through the end of September so that a lot of the school groups, people who are living in homes where older people are living and other members of the community can come in and see the work. So Mr. Henderson is born and raised in the United States. His mother comes from Montserrat. He has Caribbean roots, and as a young man, he studied African American history and fine art. And he has an incredible love for his ancestors and for his history. And his history is our history, because those of us living in the Caribbean, we all understand the link between slavery and between us. We are one people. About 15 years ago, Mr. Henderson moved to Atlanta, and at that time, he started to paint more and work less on other jobs. He really wanted to paint. And friends were very generous and lent him a studio, and one night when he was painting there, a little bit frustrated, really feeling as if he was just pushing paint around on paper, on a canvas actually, he heard a voice, and the voice told him, "Paint something for us." "Who are you?" he asked. And he heard, "We're your ancestors. Paint something for us." And when he went back to the canvas, he started to document the transatlantic slave trade and those Africans who had not come to the shores of America, to the shores of the Americas, or to the Caribbean, because they perished on the journey, because they were thrown in the ocean after they perished, or perhaps they broke through and jumped in the ocean. There are no sure numbers of how many souls were captured and enslaved and died in the oceans. And his work is to honor the ancestors. It's to honor those people. And a lot of the time, Mr. Henderson paints on wood. He paints on Georgia pine, because that is what the slave ships built in America that went to Africa were built from. He wants for the viewer to draw their own conclusions, to feel themselves. What does the work mean to them? I've seen quite a few people who have come through more than once. They've come back with friends, they've come back on their own. They want to see and feel the work again. When you're looking at a piece, and I invite everyone from the community, everyone who's visiting, to come into your historic museum, Fort Zoutman. Bring your children, allow them to see this work, which many have said is really museum quality, which honors the history of those who were captured, which honors the history of those who were enslaved, which allows us as a community to look at the work and continue the healing process, which is so important for all of us because we are one people.